What is that actually happened?
Of course it happened. I think this is.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. What a wild time we live in, where a single tweet can cause all sorts of trouble and outrage and insanity. And one of the best at it, probably second only to what Donald Trump was able to do, is Elon Musk. He sent out a couple of tweets this morning that absolutely were hilarious and triggering, but also challenged Vladimir to single combat. This is the world we live in. It's been absolutely insane. He also completely crushes modern Hollywood and Netflix. And it's just, what a bizarre string of tweets for Elon. And we're going to get into all of that after a really quick word from this video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Keeps. Look, Keeps is a subscription service that focuses on making it easier and much more affordable for men to treat their male pattern baldness. With Keeps, you'll have access to online consultations with a real doctor, automated shipping with delivery right to your home, constant access to your doctor through online messaging, and generic options of FDA-approved medications for hair loss. And look, 2 out of 3 guys will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time they're 35. With Keeps, you can get quality expert care without ever having to visit a doctor's office or pharmacy. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/thequartering or click the link in the description to get 50% off your first order. I'm going to start with the absolute roasting of Netflix done by the meme meister himself. By the way, I have obtained Starlink. Many of you don't know this, but I'm moving in just a few weeks, and I'm moving to the middle of nowhere. Other than paying an enormous amount of money, more than I paid for my car to get fiber internet out there, Starlink and satellite are my only options. Satellite really isn't an option for an internet personality. So I got my Starlink dish, and I'll be able to report back. You know, my early estimates based on what I'm seeing is it's significantly better than satellite internet, but still nothing compared to, you know, cable internet. But they say down the road it will be. But anyway, Elon posted this meme, which I've already seen a million times, but Netflix waiting for the conflict to end and make a movie about a black Ukraine guy who falls in love with a transgender Russian soldier. Nearly 1 million likes. Then you see Bitcoin Archive replying, but the soldier is polyamorous. It doesn't work out, but they make the sequel anyway. 24,000 likes. Elon responds to that with a smiley face, and then you see all of the people flooding in with their offense. Can I ask what prompted to make this joke? Like, what's the goal? Who are you making fun of? Or just kind of going, ugh, this again. And then this I support current thing. You know, it's hilarious to me that, you know, you see when you get up after spending 45 minutes on the toilet looking at memes, then there's Elon on here, because he definitely spammed a bunch of memes all at once, and I assume he was just, you know, I don't know, in a waiting room somewhere or something like that. The other meme he tweeted essentially took a poke at, well, first of all, the coverage of that. Elon Musk mocks Netflix and modern Hollywood with black Ukraine and trans Russian soldier meme. Tech billionaire Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and the founder and CEO of SpaceX, mocked Netflix and modern Hollywood's approach to filmmaking and television series. Of course, we know the meme. Before sharing this meme, Musk also shared the I support current thing meme, which depicts an NPC avatar holding a Ukraine flag with a number of other flags, including the trans flag in the background. Musk's meme regarding Netflix and modern Hollywood is particularly relevant, given the streaming service just released their Vikings Valhalla series that race and gender swaps Norwegian ruler Jarl Håkon. In this series, Caroline Henderson plays a man. The series creator, Jeb Stewart, of course, explained this decision, saying, I did a lot of research on the Vikings, and it I certainly wasn't about to put a person of color into a role that the actor would spend all the time saying, I don't know why I'm here. But the fact of the matter is that we do know that the Vikings spent a good bit of time of my story going through the Mediterranean and spent a lot of time in Egypt, he asserted. Then he claimed, but they also found as they went into different cultures that they don't dominate. They didn't conquer. What they did was they assimilated and they brought people in. Stewart then declared, for this particular time, we know for a fact that there were people of color who had come up with the Vikings around the Iberian Peninsula. I mean, imagine having to do all of this mental gymnastics. And of course, that's kind of what the poke about that is. But then Elon then tweeted going after the Russian leader, and they actually got a response. I hereby challenge, and I'm not exactly sure, I'm assuming this is Putin. Elon challenges Putin to single combat. Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk bizarrely said in a tweet on Monday that he was challenging Russian President Vladimir Putin to single combat over Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I hereby challenge Vladimir Putin to single combat. Stakes are Ukraine. Single combat, sorry. He wrote in some words in Cyrillic script and the rest in English. In a follow-up tweet, he tagged the official Twitter account for the Russian presidency and wrote, do you agree to this fight? He did not offer any details, but they actually responded. The tweet prompted a near immediate response from the head of the Russian Space Agency, who has traded words with Musk in the past. You little devil are still young, Dmitry Rogozin, Director General of Roscosmos, in 2018 wrote, compete with me, weakling. It would only be a waste of time. Overtake my brother first. He then cited the 17th fairy tale of a Russian poet, blah, 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 blah. And that isn't exactly going very well. I mean, you have a lot of people in here dunking on him as well. It's interesting. Ukrainian Vice Prime Minister also chimed in, writing, I'm sure that Elon Musk could send Putin to Jupiter. Here's I'm obviously a lot of this is in jest, but, as somebody who, does have genuine concern for civilians on both sides here who probably don't want any part of this, I do think it's interesting that everyone seems to have time to be sending tweets, and if things are so bad, everyone seems to have plenty of time to send tweets, which is a little odd to me. It's like one of two things seems to be true. Either Putin doesn't really want to take over Ukraine, or his army is a tiny percent of what Western media seems to think it is. It's been, I don't know how many weeks now, and I don't really see any, major, obviously there's conflict going on, but everyone's got time to send tweets, and they're, I'm seeing all these pictures of 100-year-old Russian tanks flipped upside down looking like turtles. Where's their Air Force? Where's all these? I don't understand. I don't. I know I'm just a simpleton, but what I don't understand, what I do understand is that there's obviously way more to this than just Putin invading Ukraine, which is what most of the kind of NPC understanding of it is. I got sucked in early on thinking everything was at face value, but it's not. Everything's way more complicated than people think. And you can see a lot of the response to this. Elijah Schaefer writing, love you. Here's the other Wojak theme, Biden-Harris, then the masks, then the Ukraine thing. Yeah. It's funny that, people, again, Elon did also tweet support for Ukraine. Elon also did make sure to send Starlinks there, which I think is a good thing, probably, on its face value anyway. But you could say this again about both sides. There's a right-wing version of this down here. I support the current thing, and you have Make America Great Again hat, and then you have the thin blue line, and you have, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I mean, like, yeah, I get it, but say what you want about Elon, you know, he's like the number one trending thing on Twitter right now. Twitter's absolutely losing its mind. And it's because of a tweet. I guess it is on Twitter, but like a single tweet is enough to get all of these people out of their gourds. And I don't think Elon necessarily understands memes that well. Maybe he does. I think that he understands funny things, but like whenever he tweets a meme, it's like weeks old. And in meme years, that's like, you know, boomer stuff. But Twitter just hates him because he can't be controlled. I mean, that's really ultimately what it is. You know as well as I do, if Elon Musk came out and said Orange Man bad or something like that, Twitter would be embracing him. I mean, I don't think any billionaire is our friend. I think I have friends that are like Elon fanboys. I would never go that far, but I do think he's a chaotic good. If there has to be, billionaires, if I have to hang out with any billionaire, it's going to be Elon, as far as I know, although maybe there's some obscure, you know, oil tycoon billionaire who's also like a wild man. I don't know. But Musk challenging him to a fight. Then there's a Send Putin to Jupiter. That's, I don't know, donate to help build a rocket to send him to. Oh, this is an actual thing. Wait a minute. Is this $2 million? This is $2 million. I don't know how. There's Russian. I assume, I don't know if this is in US dollars. I think it is. This is out of 100 million. Well, Send Putin to Jupiter has collected $2 million. The collected funds will be used to help the armed forces of Ukraine and build the destroyed infrastructure of Ukraine. Boy, war in the modern times sure is interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.